Hello everyone, it's blog time, and today I'm talking about using unusual and DIY effects within the context of a mix. So it's been absolutely chocker for the past couple of weeks. I've been mixing night and day, and I don't seem to have seen outside of these four walls very much, but I did have the opportunity to shoot some video footage of something I thought might be interesting. Now, bear with me, it is on camera sound, so it's just to give you the general idea of the things you can do. Basically, I had a track with a section in it that needed a bit more movement, particularly in the bass guitar. And I thought, well, why not use a DIY effects pedal that I built probably 20 years ago, and I've just sort of resurrected. It's primarily designed for guitar, but I don't think the impedance issue is a major issue. And it got me thinking about, sometimes it's great not to reach for that nearest plug-in, because if you want to make yourself stand out from the crowd, then sometimes it's good to use effects that not everyone else has. Or has access to. So room contexts, effects units that you might build yourself, and it's not actually that difficult to build effects pedals. Basic soldering skills, just start off with a kit. There's lots of effects unit kits. Start off with guitar effects pedals, that's probably your best bet, and then maybe move on to more sort of pro audio based systems. But if you can solder and you can read numbers, then give it a go. It's great fun. So I'll show you about the WOKULATOR, which is this auto wah pedal based on an RA Penfold design. So yeah, let's have a look at the footage. I have this bit of bass here, and I want to add a bit more interest to it. So I'll just play this section. Bear with me. Okay, so I want to add a little bit more emphasis to these glissando-y things here on the bass. So I've routed everything out to a physical output, and I've run it through the WOKULATOR, which is, I'll show you now what it is. Hang on. So this is the WOKULATOR. It's my own pedal, built it in sort of 97 or something, in a highly cumbersome case. It wasn't true bypass at the time, but I've implemented that relatively recently once I resurrected this. To be honest, it needs to, if it's going to be used on my pedal board, which it is, it needs to be rebuilt into a different case. So I'll probably build another one to the same circuit. It's based off of a design by Penfold, RA Penfold, and it's an auto wah essentially. But I've changed some of the parameters and spiced it up a little bit. You'll probably hear some of the pots are a bit dirty because it's been knocking around for a fair few years. So let's just solo out this bass and have a listen to it through whatever's coming through the WOKULATOR. Okay, it's on bypass at the moment. So I'm going to unbypass it. There we go. This, I think, as far as I remember, this is the sweep, that's a frequency, and that's a resonance control. So I'm just going to print this back to Pro Tools now while I have a little fiddle around with it, and then I want to mix that in. might just try and capture that very last bit. So this is what I've got. Let me zoom in for you. Here we go. So look at that little crazy offset there. Interesting stuff going on. Let's zoom out so we can see it properly. Ooh, there we go. So as you can see, these are telltale signs that there's some bizarre stuff going on to the signal. But what I'm going to do is just chop out that nonsense there. These bits, these little sections, basically the filter returning to zero. It's an auto wah, so it's a filter based on an input level. So essentially, you've got it's like a voltage controlled filter. So let's have a listen to this on its own. I'm going to fade that in actually. It's time for Russ's Picks. Well, as I say, it's been a crazy couple of weeks, and I haven't had the opportunity to watch much YouTube or read many blogs and so on. But what I have been watching is a show that I'm a long-term subscriber to, which is the Ben Heck Show. And since I was talking about electronics this week, I thought I should, give you guys the heads up about the Ben Heck Show. And the Ben Heck Show is it's a bit like a Mythbusters version of an electronics show. They don't bust myths in it, they just build stuff. It's sponsored by a company called Element 14, which is a sort of an online resource for electronics boffins. There's loads of people on there who'll give you help designing and manufacturing products. Definitely worth checking out the Ben Heck Show on YouTube and Element 14's website. Well, I hope that kind of made sense to you. I would not worry about impedance because, with the line outputs on most audio interfaces, you're not going to get a significant issue in terms of frequency response using the wrong impedance or running it into the wrong impedance. The only time where you really have to worry about impedance significantly for small things like this would be if you are running a guitar into a line input where the pickups actually require a higher impedance input to function properly. And I think I did a video about that for recordproduction.com many moons ago. If I can find the link, I will stick the link in the description. Yes, so hope you enjoyed that. Go out, go make some stuff, make some pedals, or get involved with people who do, and maybe see if you can borrow them and use them for some of your mixes. Happy recording. I'll see you next time.